Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, citizens of YouTube. This is Pastordowell. I am still up here with my wife, Sister Carol. We're visiting our brother and our sister, Brother Steve and Sister Wenda up here in Canada. We're having a wonderful time with them, and we're talking this morning over morning coffee. And the subject is how easy it is to sway public opinion. And Sister Wenda had come up with a comment that, well, she came up with something that she had said that she had heard. How these people marketed people on the internet. So rather than me trying to explain to you, maybe Sister Winnie, you can explain to the people what you was telling us this morning.
Well, I know that that the Harper government was caught and admitted to hiring a media outlet to hire shills to sway public opinion. Now, what the media outlet would do would be to hire students to go that would work from home on their computers, and they'd go on social network sites and actually put comments on people's Facebook pages and YouTube to sway public opinion. Propaganda.
I'm sure you experience this and see this a lot with as much as you deal with the internet. Can you spot them, Brother Steve? Can you actually tell when they're there?
Oh, absolutely. Every time that we come on there, at first we're more dealing with truth, like any kind of chemtrails or anything that's not on a public norm that anyone else would know about. You would get other individuals would jump in there and give their complete bias statements. They would be actually, a lot of them would be quite harsh words.
Mm-hmm.
They seem very childish, would be another good thing to take a look at. Also, they would come on, not just once, but twice, 3 times, and you feel that they had so much time on their hands that they would just be constantly attacking you. And then they would just go on everything else on your page and start going forward.
And usually anonymous. They'll have a doggy face on their
A doggy face or something, yeah.
And most of their friends would be dogs or cats.
And it would be quite new account. They only have maybe 20 or 30 friends, or So anytime you see that happening, you can have it very well assured that they've been paid to do this. So.
You know, the disinformation that we experience in this society is past appalling. It really truly is, because I know just on my site alone, I'll post a video like with this Zimmerman. I'm posting the video, and there are many comments, and you'll watch these shills. They'll have like 4 or 5 comments in a row, and then they'll go away for maybe about an hour or two, and they'll post more, and they're continually trying to discredit the messenger rather than paying attention to the message. And that seems to be the propaganda that's being used. But a lot of people out here have no idea what links that the government or what links people will go to in order to discredit truth, because truth is a strong impact upon the conscious, and they want you to continue to stay in this make-believe world. But I'll go on over and over and over again, and then I'll click on this person's name, and then I'll see that they have no videos, no views, no history. And it's continuing and continuing. So what do you think it is, besides the people just waking up to consciousness or having an open mind? What do you think that we can do to communicate to the people out there so that they're not just so easily swayed or influenced by these trolls or these shills who try to sway public opinion concerning truth that is being told today?
Well, they definitely need to have proper discernment, and it's really hard nowadays with all the fluoride out there. So there's another situation. But you have to actually take a look and see who is putting the comments out. Not just take a look at what they're saying. Go and dig where the information is coming from, and also what do they have to gain by it. Every time I'm doing research, we always want to see who's, follow the money, and not just the money trail, but follow what the power trail or who they're involved with and what they have to gain by it. If it's for an action, who they're associated with. A lot of times I'll come on there and they'll leave 3 individuals will leave a comment, and they all have doggy faces.
So don't be so easily influenced when you're seeing people out there making an attack upon someone who's at least trying to expose, make known and tell the truth, because there's so many lies out there that are there to cover up and to keep your thinking in a certain way. So start thinking. Start using self-autonomy. Start making sure that people can't have that type of control over you, because you start thinking. If you start exercising thinking, critical thinking, then you'll start looking at everything and questioning everything, and that's what the powers that be don't want you to do. They don't want you to question everything. If they tell you that the sky is green, you're supposed to believe it's green plus nothing. And they don't want you to challenge that. And if you do challenge that, they have a Gestapo police force and a government is not only that, but a school curriculum and a shrink tank.
12 crafted.
Yeah. To actually expose of you, because they don't want you to be a cancer or a menace to the society that they are trying to shape and form. But anyway, we hope we said something to stimulate your thought here this morning, to give you something to think about, so that way you won't be so easily swayed. And religion is one of the worst propaganda forms that there is, because all your life they feed you with a bunch of lies, fairy tales, nonsense, and they expect for you to continually keep swallowing it, hook, line, and sinker, until the day you die. But the day that you decide to wake up and started questioning everything you've been told, then you'll notice the bizarre behavior of those who say that they love you. They'll make you their enemies. Your family will start to disown you, because a slave that loves his chains have no need whatsoever at all to be free. Have a good day.